Hey guys, all right, I'm kind of pissed because Osama and Veg told me send me a link, we'll be there, and they weren't here. So yeah,
Where are you?
I don't know what the hell's going on with Osama. Osama, if you're there, I'm pissed. You need to be there. But Poppy's
He's
here.
broke.
Yay, Poppy's here. Poppy Davis. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh. We
They're
were
probably, you
interacting
guys,
in another chat with Black Bear News. Scott
they're
Marco, I haven't seen
probably,
you for a while, Scott. Dang it, Gene.
I
Okay.
bet those guys, Christine, are rescuing damsels in distress.
What?
That's what they're doing. They're rescuing, Osama and Veg are rescuing damsels in distress.
You think? Oh my.
I think so.
They better be. I'm serious. To miss this, they better be. I'm gonna put my earphones in. So race lever in my bank.
Hello, Gene.
Wrench send $999. Give money to racelever.org. Together we can make a difference. That's cool. I'm glad you have that much money because I don't. I'm broke. Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Hey, Gene.
Jeremy Vincent's here.
Busted.
Hiya. Hello. Welcome. You have a very funny group of chatters.
Yeah, they're screen.
Well, you know, what do you do? It's like
Hey,
we're
we're
a
all,
family. I don't know what the hell I'd do
yeah,
without this group because I'd go fucking nuts. I would go nuts.
really.
I would think
We're,
I lost my mind. We really need community right now, and this is what we got. This is what we got. We have you guys here on YouTube. I'm sure some people do the Twitter and the Facebook thing. I don't really do that, but I do appreciate the group here. Sorry, I'm getting on my. Hopefully the sound's better. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
yes,
Okay.
we can hear you fine.
All right, awesome. Don't need rescue. They're just testing you. Look, I love you. The dude is here. Hello, the dude. Chris Foster.
Hey,
I haven't seen Chris for a long time. I thought I'd
Roboski.
say hello before I say goodnight. I know we are just in the wrong time zone for Chris Foster, but he's one of my greatest supporters. I love you, Chris. Thank you so much for stopping in. Watch me on the replay, and that's all I ask. Jean's here. Bunny is humorous. They make me laugh. Yeah, they are. They are funny. I got a wrench. Watch out, folks. Poppy.
Anthony Davis
Everyone,
mentioned
everyone gets a wrench who I
everybody.
trust. Not everybody. Everyone I trust gets a wrench. I've already interacted with you through Kevin's show, so you
If
get a
you're a
wrench.
good boy.
Yes, yes, but it can be taken away as fast as it's given to you. I only want my community to be able to post links and all that. So that ability is ixnayed if you don't have a wrench. So I do want you guys to post links and share resources and all that. But with my experience, a bunch of crap heads like post all kinds of false information and things. Um, and I'm just not going to have that. So the people I trust get a wrench. And you know you're part of this community, part of this family if you get a wrench. So that's the way it works. And it doesn't matter if you actually agree with every single thing I agree with. That's not what gets you a wrench. As long as you're respectful and don't post bull crap. But like Book Hermit, he doesn't agree with me on everything. Bio doesn't agree with me on everything.
No. Yeah.
We have wide views here, and I accept wide views because I think everyone should be very open minded. Our government lies to us, so we are forced to come up with our own conclusions, thought processes, whatever. And I think we should question everything that we're fed by propaganda. So that's where I'm at, just so you know. That's what this show was kind of about. We're just trying to absorb the information we're given and parse through it and give our
Share.
opinion and share.
Share with each other.
Exactly. Share
Yeah.
with everybody. Exactly. Yes. So welcome everybody. Jean, yay. Pat the Batman fan. Oh, I forgot to give Pat a link. Damn it. Damn it.
Zoom.
What the freak? What is wrong with me? Here's the link, Pat, if you want to come
Zoom
on.
link.
What the
Coming.
hell's wrong with me? What the hell? I'm sorry, Pat. I'm sorry if you want to jump on. So when will we get dollars and how much? I don't know. They're, of all people, the
Who?
Democrats are stopping.
They're doing those son of a bitches.
The
I can't believe it.
Democrats, the Republicans want to do it. Both of them want to give corporations lots of money, but at least, what the hell is this? Is back asswards world, but
I want my check.
I have said before that it takes a Republican to pass Democratic policy.
Yeah.
I've said that before because the major policies that have been passed were on the opposite side of the aisle. And the reason why, the ones that are good for the workers, they want the person in office to look good or bad. Okay, so if it's Obama and they're like then the Republicans were in charge. Okay, mostly swings towards the right wing, but now it's like a change. Like there is a wind change from how now they're pushing for things that like Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard were pushing for, UBI and not they don't call it Medicare for all, they call it America. Sorry.
Well done, Christine. Well done. Follow what this chick does. She's doing it the correct manner.
What are you talking about? I'm just saying that.
You're coughing.
Oh yes, this is
Yeah,
what
in the
how you
elbow.
cough in the elbow. I've been
But you
doing
were
that for
talking.
years. But
You
no,
were talking about Tulsi and
Tulsi Gabbard, who pissed me off, but I
Yeah.
oh my
kinda
God.
in one way I understand. She said the whole entire time that she was going to support the Democratic um nominee. However, Biden wasn't the nominee. Yeah, you fucking sorry.
It's like a knife in the back.
It was a
Mhm.
knife in the back. Biden was not the nominee. But there is another school of thought. This is maybe Bernie should like drop out, disassociate himself from the party, become an independent again, and then push for right now we need someone to push for the UBI. We need someone to push for the things that's going to help the working people and to fight against the corporate bailouts and crap. But why is it that Trump right now is pushing for um, public ownership of businesses if they don't pay those loans back? And only loans, not just bailouts. Pat,
Hey,
hey
Pat.
guys, welcome.
Oh.
Pat, the Batman fan. Oh, I didn't introduce you guys. Sorry. Val 56, the Green Report, Whitney,
Whitney
and
Hill.
Pat, the Batman fan who's sideways.
That's where
Coming
we're
at
living
you
in.
Damn.
sideways.
God damn it. Shit's going sideways, man.
I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my good lord.
Wait, Pat, you got the Halloween masks above you, right?
Yes.
Okay, I saw that last time. I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's appropriate. That's
Yeah.
good.
I
My
love
wife's
it.
a huge horror fan.
Awesome.
Yeah, so the bad part about the
We
Republicans
also have
side.
they live mask here. I'll show you real quick.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Nice. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
Pat, you have great things. So, did you ever get your medication you needed?
Yeah, it was 125 bucks now as opposed to 25 the last time. I figured out why, because my wife's job switched insurance at the beginning of the year. And so now they just, we're not going to cover that one here. Have this more expensive one.
Oh my god.
Whatever. I mean, they can just do that. They can just jerk you around nonstop.
Yeah,
what are you going to do about it?
Well, we can't do nothing because no one's held accountable, and people vote for Joe Biden no matter what.
Have you
Vote
actually?
blue no matter who. No, but
you guys
it's
seen that?
also yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was
Have you
just
seen
gonna
them?
go ahead.
No.
I'll shut up for a second. Go ahead.
No. The Rainmaker. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good movie. Francis Ford Coppola's probably his last good movie. But it's about insurance companies. Just they just deny claims, and most people just give up. But
it's based on profit, so
yeah, exactly.
they profit when they deny claims, and yet we well, I don't know how much we voted in because there's so much fuckery going on, but Biden is the Democratic nominee. It's looking like. Um,
Sorry, you
and-
didn't laugh. I would have laughed. Go
I
ahead.
know if you don't
funny.
laugh, you'll cry.
Uh,
And he said he would veto Medicare for all. I mean,
Yeah,
how is
sure.
it an improvement? Okay, on one hand, we have a racist, bigoted, sexist liar on
Son of a
one
bitch.
side, and then on the other side, we have a bigoted, racist liar on the other side. How is that
Yeah.
better? Tell me. Warmongering. Did I forget warmongering?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
not really. I just personally, I
Thanks,
I
Val.
just personally hate listening to Trump or looking at him or hearing him talk. He's just but I knew about this guy years and years ago. I hated him since I first saw him back in the 80s. I mean, he was always really just an asshole. But I mean, if you look at you could Google Trump childhood friends, and his disposition was exactly the same when he was a child. He just has never changed. There was a story they told about him misidentifying a pro wrestler or boxer or something whose name was like Rocco Antonio, and Trump would continually call him Antonio Rocco, and his friends would say, "That's not his name. That's not his name," and he'd be like, and finally give it up. But then the next day, the same thing over and over again. So if you have that mentality and you've had it since that age, and it hasn't changed, and you've lived in a cloistered world where nobody really tells you you're wrong about anything, I mean, he has no incentive to be any different than the way he is, So what did you think you were going to get? Like, all this stuff is sort of shocking that he says, and that you hear, but it's like, well, that's the guy, that's who he is, It should not be a surprise to anybody at this point.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he-
I
But
don't
yet,
think
the
so.
media really, they're to a large part to blame for all of this stuff too.
Oh, absolutely. The media is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They've slandered. They've just
Lied.
lied,
That's a good
misrepresented.
Failed.
Everything
failed. That's another good word.
Media fail. Okay, but Pink
Yeah, they're too
says, okay,
biased.
I want to address this really because I agree. Pink says Senate Republicans' partisan coronavirus packages outrageous, creates slush fund for corporate bailouts, does nothing to protect patients from huge bills, denies millions of workers paid sick leave. And actually, I think it's both the Democrats and the Republicans that are failing on this, by the way. But yeah, there's no disclosure requirements for billions and billions of dollars given to the corporations, or they could just get handed out to whoever the fuck they want to hand it out to. And it's not just the Republicans though; the Democrats are just as guilty. Pelosi is fighting harder against the bailouts for the individuals. And if it were me, if I was there, I'd be like, okay, fuck the corporations right now. We need to get money to the people. Let's just do a single clean bill, getting money to the people, because then the corporations that are viable would still get money to survive. I'm sorry, cruise lines are no longer viable. They're no longer viable. They have no business being in business. If you bail out the people that work for them, they'll be fine. And the executives, the owners of all that, they will be fine. They have plenty of money. Who needs to fucking care about their asses? I'm sorry. I mean, God, let's get over this bullshit. We need to bail out big giant corporations. Done. No more. Don't bail out the airlines. We shouldn't be having airlines flying all over the fuck right now. We're in a crisis, an environmental crisis. This coronavirus has done more for our environmentalism than anything, than any political group, than any.
Paris.
Yeah,
Cops.
yeah, but then any of it, this virus has helped the environment more than anything. I am cheering
Instantly.
it the fuck on, except for I don't want people to die, and that's my problem. I don't want people to die, but I'm very happy to see everything shut down and everything. People suddenly deciding that we need to be more localized. What have I
Right.
been talking about since I started this
For
program,
a year.
I have been talking about we need to localize. We need to localize our everything. Everything we need to live, we need to be local. We can't depend on globalization. We need to stop that. And that's not a racist thing.
No,
Some people take it as that, but it's not. It's just, it's more environmentally correct to produce things locally, and it's actually more sustainable. So stop all this
absolutely.
transportation. Stop flying all over the world for freaking nothing. We have technology like this, so we don't have to fly over all
Right.
over the planet. I'm sorry if you want to go see freaking all these places. I would love to go. I did want to go see Australia, but now it's on fire, so not
Yeah.
really so much anymore. But um, it wasn't as important to me as saving the fucking planet.
And maybe this
Priorities, people.
yeah,
Priorities. Sorry, I'm spitting at my screen.
maybe
If you know
this virus just might do that. Let's cut
Yes.
emissions
Sorry. Anyway, I
immediately.
love you, Pink. I love you, Pink. Hello, Gazar, too. And
Be
Jay
right back.
Accurate. And Kim Centeno's here as well.
Um,
And Chris Overton is here. Hey, welcome, Chris. Um, okay. I
so
think.
in the U.S., it's
Oh,
killed
Oz.
around 500 plus people now.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
Oh,
that?
in the United States, the coronavirus has killed around 500 plus people. I think it's more like 550 plus. And it
Hey,
was like
this
400 yesterday or something. You know, it keeps going up.
Can you believe
coronavirus
the
is
case count? And we're not even
yeah,
testing. It doubled in 24 hours.
Yeah.
the coronavirus is a terminator. It's a killer. It's gonna
It's
fix
so
this
serious
planet.
because we don't have like immunity to it, right? Like it's
Nothing.
yeah,
There's no,
nothing. It's new. It's
We
yeah,
got
novel, right?
we got
no herd
oh,
immunity, no nothing.
no nothing. We got
And yeah,
shelter.
go ahead. Well, it's
No
amazing how people aren't taking it seriously. Like I know there's so many reasons we can go into.
Well, you
Yeah.
know, you
Can
can't
I
see.
go off on that? Okay.
Yeah.
One more thing. One more thing about
Okay,
the
yeah.
because we were talking about the stimulus package. Okay, so far they have made it so companies over 50 but under 500 have to pay mandatory sick leave of 2 weeks. Over 500 companies, over 500 people companies, like one I work for, no mandatory sick leave. I do get 1 week paid sick leave, 40 hours. I get that. But okay, quarantine is 2 weeks. I've put myself in self quarantine for a week, and then I'm out. I'm done. Hi Oz, welcome Oz.
Chaos.
So okay, and
Cool.
then think about those people under 50, because the people between 50, the businesses between 50 and 500, they're guaranteed the government's going to pay the sick leave. But what about those small business? I'm over 50 is not a small business to me. I'm sorry, but under 50, no guaranteed paid sick leave, no help whatsoever, and the over 500 corporations that can afford to pay it don't have to do it. And to me, that's just crap. I'm sorry, they're just not helping people. They're not.
BS.
Yeah, they
And
do not give a fuck about
Oh, they
you.
don't give a
no,
shit.
they don't. And then
Oh,
they're talking about, okay, I've spent days listening to these fucking hearings and the press conferences, and I was watching all the hearings today. Then they want to cut off people who make $40,000 a year and under, like they don't get any stimulus. No, the people that need it the very most, they don't want to give it to. The people who make over 40,000, they'll, graduated up, but and then under 75 and under, I mean, they've changed this so many times. It's not a done deal, so don't quote me on any of this. This is what I'm hearing them go through. This is the bills that they're voting on right now. Um, it's it trails down to where the poorest people get shit. The people that need it the most get nothing. And people like me, okay, I'm gonna have to, if I can't go back to work, and I've been sick for quite a while, and they tell you not to go to work when you're sick, and I've had a fever. The last one was, I just took it. It was 99.5 before the show. Not a high fever, but I have my average temperature is 97, so that's like over 100 for me. Um, and I got hot flashes, one minute and chills the next,
You
constantly.
too?
Yes, all day, all day, all day long. Um, but they're not considering people who work for big corporations get 1 week paid, and it's supposed to be 2 weeks that you take quarantine. So I guess, and it's not even like it's a quarantine. That's another story altogether because there's no clear guidance. We have several people in this household. I have, me, my husband, my daughter, and my son-in-law. And then we have people that stop by, even though I tell them I'm kind of self quarantining, stay away, and they still come by and bring friends, and
Wow.
they're coughing all over the freaking place. And my my younger daughter, who came to visit, not the one that lives here, she works for a hospice um, company, and she's visiting the elderly who are really susceptible to it, and that's what happened in Washington with all the spread. And then I have my other daughter who works at ARUP Laboratories, and she's handling the samples, and they don't even give them masks to wear while they're opening and processing the samples at all. And then they're saying they don't have enough kits to process all the samples, so a lot of the samples are just being on hold. So even if you manage to get a test, it might not make it through, and that's why the person who was in the hospital and got released with errors on his test didn't get processed in time to have an accurate result because we don't have enough test kits.
Yeah, that's a total failure. And
Total
what's
fail.
a total fail because this is a total lack of imagination. It's kind of like
Yes, Kim Centeno. I do have menopause too, but ah.
this is kind of like climate change, in the sense that there have been virus movies going all the way back, and Oz knows this movie, um, the Andromeda Strain, 1971, a virus escaping, um, Contagion, 2012.
I still want to watch
Pandemic,
that Contagion. Don't go off the.
that's almost an exact. It's the movie was almost
I heard
like
it was very accurate, so
very accurate.
I haven't
So,
seen it yet because I haven't been
well,
able to find it
what
for
I'm
these
saying
many
about
months.
the climate scientist failure to communicate the seriousness of the climate collapse, and virologists have done the same thing.
Constituent of clowns, COVID-19 T-shirt, $19, made in China.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was funny. We all need
But
a good laugh.
they
Let's just laugh. Okay.
absolutely, but they knew this was coming. So apparently the virologist failed to say, hey, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and that when has come.
Yeah.
This and why did they were totally caught unaware. Trump fired the what was it, the pandemic
Oh my God.
Response team.
yeah,
Yep.
Basil, I'm
Yep.
sorry. Your family 350 miles away and they're mad because we won't visit them. See, we get the same thing from my husband's family in Oregon. It's like they get all pissed off because we won't up and go there. My mom, who lives in West
no,
Jordan, I'm sorry. I'm not even going to go see you. You're 45
stick
minutes
him.
away from me, but I don't want to endanger you.
Are people not grasping like
No, they're not.
They're not grasping what's
and
going
They
on.
will. They will.
What do you think,
I,
Oz?
What do I think? I think we're tumbling down a hill after flying off the tracks, and people are not handling this situation like they should be. I think the hubris and the brazenness of the younger generation is makes me sick to my stomach, because what I heard today distressed me to levels that I just can't contemplate. But I heard their younger generations are calling this the boomer flu. So it wipes out the older people. And one of the best responses I saw to this was, well, yeah, the response to that is, so you're saying that you'll be able to move out of the basement after your parents die. Is that what you're saying?
That's
yeah.
horrible. That's
Yeah,
horrible. I mean,
it is,
I
it is
I have
horrible.
my disagreements with my parents, and they're Trump people, and I'm not. And but I don't want to see them die horribly. And you watch those people in Italy. You just watch the videos of. Have you seen those with the bubbles over head
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
gasping for
Mhm.
breath. I'm
They're
sorry.
taking-
I don't want my family to go through that. As much as I want the human population to be eliminated so that the natural world can take over, at the same time, I don't want people to suffer like that. And
Yeah.
it's like, come on, people, come on, take it seriously because it is serious. And I'm dealing with that with my work right now, and thank God they're being okay about it. But I'm probably not going to get paid if I don't go back to work after tomorrow. I won't get paid. I don't. I'm out of paid time off. I'm done.
I thought they
So,
were going to shut Utah down. Haven't they shut you guys down yet?
oh no, our
They
governor.
just shut Washington State down as of tomorrow morning, and Oregon will follow from what
Oh
I hear
fuck,
tomorrow.
Utah's like our governor has been MIA for one. He doesn't come up, and I see all kinds of states talking like doing daily briefings. Governor Herbert fucking MIA. When he does talk, he's saying things like this: please reopen the theaters. We
Oh
need
my
to.
God.
We can do it safely. Reopen the theaters. Let's not stop our life. Oh, and let's not eliminate. You cities that are trying to eliminate 10 people gatherings or more or less or yeah or
He
more.
is not saying
No,
that.
don't do that. Um, don't you realize there's families that are larger than 10 people?
So
We can't do that.
so he's on
So
board with what Trump did tonight. Basically, let him die. Right? Is that what he's saying?
I don't know. He doesn't talk enough. He's not there. He's
Well,
not
like
there. The
Joe
health
Biden.
department talks about, a couple times a week, but he is not there. He's not leading. He's not doing shit. I listen to fucking New York's governor more than I hear my own governor because
Really,
he is not there.
what
He's
is this
not there.
fucker's name? What is this fucker's name?
Herbert, Governor Gary Herbert. He's a
I remember.
fucktard.
Oh man, somebody
Torture him on Twitter because he's a.
really
I
somebody
used to torture him constantly on Twitter, but I'm not on Twitter anymore. But
shame that
he's
dude
such an asshole.
and a jerk.
And then okay, I don't know. More people have
I
joined
bet he's a
since.
Mormon too.
Oh, absolutely, he is. More people have joined since I mentioned the 1,500
Yes,
missionaries that came home from all different countries and gathered in the parking lot of the fucking airport, and all their families came to greet them. They had this big old hullabaloo. Can you say super spreader?
yeah,
For fuck's sake, super spreader.
a Mormon super spreader.
I mean, I knew this was going to happen. I know how Mormons are. I know the culture. I knew this was bound to happen. You said we live in a rural town, so no, I'm not in danger. But fuck that. I live in a Mormon town, and Mormons don't give a shit. They don't listen to science, and they love family gatherings, and they won't listen to shit. They don't want to be told what
And
to
they're
do. They're
polygamists.
gonna. There are some, but not all of them. A lot of them don't even believe polygamy was really a part of the religion. They deny it, but there are. I was raised around polygamists. I mean, they're like my whole neighborhood where I grew up was all polygamous. If you can call it a neighborhood when it's a mountain.
Christine,
Divided.
this is a new level to your animation because when you've been animated in the past, it's been kind of a tight kind of a shaking.
Yeah.
Now you're like,
I fought!
can
Get
you
that
believe
finger
this?
going.
So that means you're stepping up in your game too. We're all feeling it because I could take off and not just hit the moon, but I'd take out Mars and Saturn at the same time with the crap that's
Well,
going.
can I tell you, I had a conference call with my work today. I'm off work, but I still joined the conference call, and they were asking for people's opinion or questions and all that, and I did step up, and I was pretty much the only one. Well, a little while later, a couple people, kind of meekly came in and said something, but I did say something. I'm like, what is the company going to do for people who have to self quarantine for 2 weeks? Yeah, they're taking care of parents who have school kids and school closures, but what are they going to do for it? We only have 40 hours sick pay for the whole year. I've used that. That's done. I used that last week. And they wanted to, they
Well,
want you
you're
to
supposed
stay
to get
home.
a check.
They
You're supposed to get a check. $1,200 check.
That's fuck.
So
We
what
don't know.
did your company give you any indication as what to the, or were they like, I gotta go? I mean, what was the response? Did they
The response was
give you straight answers?
you can use your vacation, which I am using my vacation time. You can use your 40-hour sick time. You can use your vacation time. And so I already used my sick time, and after tomorrow I'll be out of vacation time. So I use that time. The response was, you can take unpaid leave after that.
Are you
So
eligible? I mean, are you able to like file for unemployment or something there?
no, because I'm still employed.
Yeah, but you're not technically, if they so they haven't technically laid you off, I guess then.
Oh no, I'm not laid off. Our business is going freaking nuts because everyone is gardening. I mean, like seriously, like my boss was like, "Yeah, Utah's going crazy."
So you're able to work remotely then?
No,
Are
I
you able to go
can't.
back to work?
I
Huh.
can't work remote. I mean, I can do some things
So,
remotely, not.
so you're unable to work though, right?
She's a detail woman, a saleswoman.
Wow.
I'm a
Right.
yeah, but my husband works for me now. I got to send him to work, and it's so
Hmm.
Yeah,
funny.
you can send him into the belly of the beast.
I know, I feel bad, but what do you do? It's like I don't know. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, and I'm gonna do what my doctor recommends. Period. End of story. That's it. If my doctor says, okay, you're healthy, you're good, go back to work, I'm going back to work. If my doctor says, well, you are a little sick, and considering all these tests that I'm getting done tomorrow, see the list of tests that I have to go in and get done
Yikes.
tomorrow for my
Careful with
autoimmune disorder.
Careful with your personal information there.
I don't think.
Careful flashing your personal information.
Yeah, I should have blocked that out. Anyway, I have to get all these tests done tomorrow, and considering that, I don't know how high risk I am. So if they send me back to work and I'm like, I don't know if I get it, I could die. I don't know. I mean, because
No, that's not going to happen. Hey, do you feel like anybody feel like this is like a bad dream and it's not real? And when you wake up,
It's like a bad movie I can't get up and walk out of.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
fucking having to watch a Michael Bay movie all the time.
constantly.
know what I
Sandy's
mean?
here. Everyone's
God
saying,
damn it.
Sandy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sandy.
Hey, Sandy.
Boy,
Yeah.
Maybe
Grandpa's is here. Stay home if you can. That's what I'm saying, but I don't have pay. It's like,
Maybe,
I'm lucky
maybe
my
it's just
Go
a
ahead, Doug.
dream, and you guys are in my dream, and it's not.
Maybe.
but
You're
Wake up, Val.
But okay, what do people do in this situation? And there's a lot of people in this situation. I can't be the only one that's in the situation of go to work or don't get paid. And if you're sick, what are you going to do when you're living paycheck to paycheck, which I'm doing? I'm living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, I'm in a good situation here. I don't want to lose it. I have my property, but we are living paycheck to paycheck. That's just a fact. I don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know
And I have a lot of horses
what
to
is the
feed.
cumulative effect of this going to be? We don't know how many people are going to die, how long it's going to keep.
You haven't looked at the
Circling.
mathematical. You haven't looked at the mathematical projections. They are grim.
No, I've mainly just been staying very, very
It's
high
probably right.
and,
it's probably
not
best-
reading.
It's probably
Staying home.
Ecospinat is here. Ecospinat. Ecospinat.
It's like up to 1.2 million, like
yes.
Americans to
Cars.
die.
Oh, wow.
Let
And
alone
we-
the
and we-
world.
We should remember
Wait,
what
yeah.
they're trying to do is push down the curve. Flatten the curve. They're trying to spread it out.
They're
so
not going to do it the way they're doing it because there is absolutely no responsibility. Like, it doesn't matter. And no one's taking serious. Kids aren't taking it serious. Corporations who have all the control, their thumb is sitting there on the people, and we don't have to pay you. If you want to get paid, you need to come to work. Their thumb is down on you. McDonald's employees, all these big corporation employees, they don't have to pay anybody. Just the when they say they're passing this big bill that guarantees sick leave to employees, It's only for companies that are over 50 and under 500. Okay? That doesn't cover everybody. It doesn't cover me. I don't know how many other people that covers, but it doesn't cover me. So I don't have the sick leave. I have my vacation, but I've used it and it didn't even take me through 2 weeks. So
Yeah, I'm not really expecting much help from the government, which I think is
Well, what
probably
about the money they're talking about, Pat?
safest.
What do you think about that? They're promising
the
$1,200.
Democrats are putting a hold on
Well,
that. The fucking Democrats.
nobody's. Yeah, I mean they're arguing and bickering over, because they don't they don't want the gravy train to stop rolling. So whatever they do, they're going to include provisions in there for that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
the lobbyists are going
it's
crazy right
Do you
now.
think that if you're waiting for them to act purely in our best interests,
Not
come
gonna
out and
happen.
make solid statements and say, listen, everybody, this is what we're going to do, and blah, blah, and do stuff that's actually good for us? I think that's going to be a pretty long wait.
No, there's so many lobbyists lined up to attach their interests to whatever bill they
Lobbyists
pass.
write all this legislation.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean,
They're
exactly.
lining up, trying to get their way and attaching
But
it to the
they
bill, and
kinda-
that's what's slowing it down. Why can't they just do one single bill that has to do with helping the people?
Because
Help
they
the people.
Corporations don't need our help right now. They're fine. If the
Doesn't
people
matter.
the people work for the corporations, if they are bailed out, people need to understand, if the people are bailed out, it doesn't matter what you do for the corporate leaders, all those people who wouldn't get a bailout, they're fine. They have millions of dollars. They're fine. And if that business is viable, those people who you bailed out will support that business by giving them their business when this is all over with. So all you need to do is separate all the bullshit, get rid of all the fucking lobbyists. I know this is a pipe dream.
The people
I
in power.
understand.
people
I
in
understand it's a
power-
pipe dream, but fucking get rid of all this bullshit, help the people,
that's
and
what
forget
should
about
happen.
everything else for now.
Cut a check.
Yeah,
Cut a check.
help the people. Help the
Yeah.
people. It's,
Yeah, well, I mean,
God.
I don't know. I don't know what form the pressure comes for any of these people, because they're so unreachable under just normal circumstances. You know what I mean? Like, do you really feel like you can get in touch with your representative, or make any kind of an impact on them? I mean, they're all
No.
so insulated. That's the whole idea. I mean, they might as well live on a different planet. They
They
say
might as well.
inside the Beltway is a phrase for a reason, because it's, it's like
You
going
gotta-
to
you got-
it's
hey,
like going
dude,
to a rich
don't start
person's house
anything.
in Beverly Hills.
Dude, you got to remember that 4 senators, Dianne Feinstein and several others, were caught selling their stocks.
But do you think anything's going to happen?
They were selling their stocks when they
I know.
actually got a meeting.
Bell,
Do you think anything's
Okay,
going to
yes.
happen to them?
No, I'm just saying that
Yeah.
that's what they're doing. They
Yeah,
sold
they're
their stocks.
shitbags.
They
I think
sold-
that's what I was saying. They're scumbags.
Bell,
The whole group of them.
it's time to read comments.
Okay,
Damn it.
Chris Foster. Well, ain't the meek planning to inherit the earth? So I have no intentions of going quietly in the night. I think the meek that's in the Bible is like bugs. It's not people meek. It's like insects, bugs, animals, small animals. That's
I
the meek
liked
that's
Poppy
gonna
Davis
inherit
said
the
she
earth.
clicked the like.
Mm.
Thank you. And I guess Environmental Coffee House told her to click the like, but Trump wants to bail out Trump Tower. Probably. This is what's so crap. I mean, you can't just blame it on one side or the other. Both sides are just out to get their donors, their special interests, like something. Get the fucking
Yep.
lobbyists out of it. This is an emergency. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. I hate fucking politics. I hate it.
Well, the reason people, they're
I love you all.
they're not nice people.
I know.
You gotta
I know.
remember
The
that.
thing that you got to wonder is when these people start
Okay,
heading
comments. Don't go
bugging
on.
out. I haven't forgotten. I'm just mentioning that
Race lever. Hello.
when they start bugging out, the elites, they're gone.
Yeah,
But they're the
they're-
ones getting tested, though. It's the people at the bottom can't get tested. It's crazy in the
I
United States.
know. Doesn't that piss you off?
Yeah, it's just what?
All the like. That's why Park City like is a hot spot here. That's all the rich people. That's where
Mhm.
all the rich people are. It's Park City. That's why. That's like a hot spot in Utah. Is Park City. Because that's and I can't get tested. I had when I had seriously short of breath. I couldn't breathe. I had a cough that hurt my lungs so bad I had to hug my chest whenever I coughed. Um, what else was it? Like I had a headache. I had muscle aches. I had all these symptoms, and I couldn't get tested. It's like you have to have a direct contact, is what they said last week. Now it's just I have to have more severe symptoms, but last week it was you have to have a direct contact in order to get tested. By the time that I can get tested, I'd probably get over it already. So they won't even know that I was spreading it around this whole time.
Exactly, and people have tested negative and then they test positive like the next day.
I know there's that too. I mean, but you can't fight an enemy you don't see, and there's people who say this virus doesn't exist, which pisses me off so bad because it. I mean, I love these people who are saying this. The people who are saying it, I love them, but what the fuck? You can't see what's happening. What happened in
Hey guys, are we in like
South Korea, Italy, Spain? Like, how can you say that this is a fake virus? I don't get it. Okay, you can say it came from somewhere ever in whatever the government has done bullshit stuff like the fake Syria gassing and whatever, chemical strike on Syria. You can say it came from something like that. And all ears, but saying it doesn't fucking exist at all, whoa, I'm sorry. That's
Crazy
a
town.
bridge
that's like
too
Middle
far.
Ages like
bridge too
thinking,
far.
right? Like yeah, you don't we're like, are we in the Middle Ages again?
I know, but
We are.
when there's hospitals overflowing and people are triaged,
Dying.
I'm sorry, you are so disrespecting those people who are dying to say it doesn't exist.
And putting people in danger.
And putting people in danger because people aren't taking it serious because it's just a fake virus. So I can go about my daily life and not do anything. And you're afraid of martial law. You're afraid of martial law. Wait till this virus spreads. They're going to have to implement martial law because we are not doing our own responsibility of staying away from other people. And then they're going to have to do that for the public's good. And I hate it. I don't want to be locked down anywhere either. But the sooner you fucking do that, you can get rid of it really fast if everyone fucking cooperated and corporations said, stay home, stay the fuck home for 2 weeks. We'll take that 2-week hit, stay the fuck home. If they did that, then we would be over it. And then you could isolate cases after that and have enough test kits to test people who might have it and get those people isolated. That's the way they should have fucking handled it. But did they do that? No. No. And then there's all these fucking assholes saying that doesn't even fucking exist.
Can I read some fucking comments?
Sure. Yes, please do while I breathe.
Okay, here. I'm going to start reading some fucking comments.
Do it, Oz.
All right. I'm Race Lever. In a vegan world, no swine flu, no avian flu, no mad cow disease, and according to the story of no COVID-19. And Gene says, I hope the animals are able to survive us. So do I, Gene. I'm with
Me
you
too,
right there.
Gene. I love you. Thank you.
Echoes for not or of not. Yeah. Savings haven't been lucrative these last decades, Basil. Gotta be creative. And Sandy, I don't, but where did that go? Somebody get that? Sandy, I lost Sandy. Sandy, are you there? Sandy. Hey guys, Doug just came home. Dinner time late. Love you guys. See you tomorrow night. Sorry. Bye. So anyway, somebody read a block of comments there for me, will you?
Okay, Hans, y'all seem so stuck in the
homosocial,
intersubjective stupidity. Just get together and don't be dependent on leaders. Please use this opportunity and make the change we so well need. Yeah, we can't be dependent on our leaders because our leaders fucking suck. At least Governor Herbert,
very competent.
sucks. I
Aaron
wish
Copper.
everyone would do that. Thanks, Hans. Where's Joe Biden? Yeah, Joe Biden's hiding out. There's another story altogether.
Yeah.
Moose Meow. Did
Okay.
anyone hear Neil Diamond's new song
Uh,
about the coronavirus? It's the tune of Sweet Caroline. Really? I love Neil Diamond. I know I'm such a nerd, but I love Neil Diamond.
I
That
thought it
doesn't
was
Kevin's
sound.
got a song
That
too.
doesn't sound true.
song blue. Song blue
Blue.
coronavirus. Okay.
Really? Did he? Did he really do that? Was it really
No.
Neil Diamond? I'm sorry. I've seen Neil Diamond twice in concert. I am a nerd. Okay, nerd. Okay. Rich Diana, Trump's
I was a
economy
roadie for Barry
is.
Manilow.
Oh, I remember Rich Diana from Kevin Black Bear News. Okay, she needs a ranch.
Oh,
All right.
wow. A
Um,
roadie for Barry Manilow. Man, I want your autograph,
It's
dude.
nice. Very
I wondered if
Manilow.
anybody gave a cop at. I was like, oh, I guess nobody
Four
even
people
heard it.
has left the chat.
Good ear, Oz.
I'm sorry. I don't know. 4 people left the chat. I don't know why. Whatever. Malcolm, the more you desire, the more you suffer. While adults sit and complain about no work, there are kids that are missing school. What does their future look like now? You know what?
Good.
I do feel bad about kids missing school, but I think their schools should be more survival skills, which, okay, I probably have the majority of people on right now. I'm going to announce something I'm going to start called Survival Saturday, where we talk about old world skills. And we're going to talk about things you should know right now, like gardening, making sourdough bread, mechanical things, how you can fix your own shit,
Great idea.
DIY all over the place.
Great idea.
How
That
about identifying propaganda?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
That would be a
definitely
very
an old
valuable
world
skill.
skill. Absolutely.
I'll be in on
But
that.
absolutely. But we kind of try to do that on Women's Wednesday and Monday Madness, hopefully. But yeah, Survival Saturday is gonna. I think people
What time?
really need to learn. I haven't decided on a time yet. Probably going to start it maybe this week, but for sure by next week. I want to get some ideas together. I want to start out with sourdough. Sorry, sourdough starter, making your own
Good.
bread.
Mm.
And
Steakville Media
Awesome.
Spot, 10 o'clock.
I just made my first
Yeah.
batch of Indian fry bread for my wife
oh,
the other night.
nice. Oh,
It was,
nice.
yeah, I didn't have, didn't, yeah, it was semi-successful. Let's say that. But
I've made
it was,
so many things from.
yeah.
It's been a while, but I made a lot
It's
of
easy
stuff
to
from
make.
that.
It's really just like flour and salt
Flour and
and
water.
baking
Yeah.
soda
Oh,
and
that's-
water. Yeah.
That's terrific, Pat. I just bought my first case of top ramen ever.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, for survival. Yeah.
I gotta really be at rock bottom to eat that shit.
Yeah.
The smell of it just makes me.
I know. It's like, hey, how's this chemical smell to you?
I know.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we have Cindy Seeley. Anthony Davis is here too. Hi, Anthony.
But I
Sorry.
did soak some beans. Soaked some beans and made some rice from scratch, which I haven't done for quite some time either. It's kind of fun.
L. Slater
I wonder,
said,
you know,
"Are
I
you
mean,
guys stucked up on scratch greens?" I'm kind of low on the green stuff. I have some flour, but
luckily my friend gave me a comically like Cheech and Chong sized bag of weed. He works for his brother's grower or something like that. So he gives me these bags of trim that are literally like, garbage bags.
I just
So,
gave my trim away
I'm
to my
okay.
son and my
Um,
daughter-in-law so they could make some stuff out of it. I kept the good
Nice.
stuff for me though.
Oh yeah, I should try and make some brownies or something.
Yeah, I just need more seeds, damn it.
Hey, Whitney, do you see any questions you can read?
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
You reckon?
Oh, we
Yeah,
got
because we're getting to the end, so.
more stuff
Uh.
about toilet paper. So important because okay, you guys having trouble still finding toilet paper?
Yeah.
No.
Well, my
Okay.
husband he's freaked out about it, even though he always keeps a tower, like seriously, a tower of toilet paper in the bathroom at all times. And then our friend Elvira, who's moving in, we have a shed outside. She also has a tower of toilet paper out there. But
Hmm.
I was watching a survival video, and they were talking about using a squirty kind of like a hair tint bottle full
Yeah.
of warm water, and it works just like a bidet.
That's a good
Yeah, I
idea.
know.
Yeah, I got
Mhm.
In case you're desperate, a good tip.
I got my air compressor
Hey.
set up. It holds a charge for 2 days, and I just run that hose through the bathroom window.
Oh, nice. So you can blow it dry.
Yeah, just blow dry.
Squirt, blow dry. Good. Awesome.
Um,
Oh my gosh. Moose Scout, I don't think I said hello to you. Tulsi is a sell. Yeah, I had a really hard time with that. I think she has a plan behind that. But also she might be being offered a position with Biden, hopefully Secretary of State. I don't know. Fuck.
Oh,
That's
I
a
want
Doesn't
stop.
fucking matter. It doesn't matter at
It
this
doesn't
point.
matter at this
Biden's not
point.
going to win anyway.
I
Biden
know.
Right?
I was
will
about
not
to
win.
say.
We'll have Trump. So at least Trump is more left than Biden right now. So yay.
hey, I want to
Yeah.
do I want
I don't know. What do you
I want to
say?
do a segment on Tulsi Gabbard endorsing Biden if anybody's game. I really want to do a segment on that.
I'll talk
Whitney?
to you about it. Sure.
Whitney?
Yeah,
Pat?
yeah.
Me?
I would love to.
It'll just be you and me sitting around going, "What the fuck?" for like 10 minutes.
No. I got into it with Nico House over this, and
Oh yeah.
I talked to Pasta and at the Convo Couch, and it's just terrible because they're trying to stick up for their friend Tulsi Gabbard, and
I
I'm saying
know.
I'm calling bullshit.
Right.
So that's
I'm
it.
calling bullshit. And like I said on
Why? I mean,
Jimmy Dore, I
why?
paid money to make a comment. They both should have, Bernie Sanders and Tulsi should have ran independent and fucking started a third party, period. And they should have never agreed to support the candidate. They knew the cheating was going to happen, period. End of story. Sorry.
Yeah. Absolutely. It looked like Jimmy Dore was ready to have a gastric attack when he was interviewing her. So he must have been on some heavy meds or a lot of weed.
I know he had to be. He probably just like, fuck. I gotta ask her some tough questions.
Yeah, but see, that's what happens when you become. That's the danger of becoming friendly with anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, you still have to hold him to account. And he asked her some pretty tough questions.
He did.
I was
Yeah, you
proud
got
of
the
him.
sense that his disappointment was in there for sure.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you think he should have been more hard hitting on her, or
I think
do
he
you
was
think he
pretty
was
tough. I think
fair?
he was fair. I
I
mean,
It
think
seemed like he was fair to me, but I always try and.
he already talked to her about the other stuff, and I think he was fair. I think he was fair with her. I think you got the answers out of her that we needed. Not that
I
I
didn't
don't
find
think
them
he
very
agreed.
satisfactory. Yeah.
It wasn't like,
they
yeah,
weren't.
I don't think he agreed. I don't think you would ever get her to give an agreeable answer for Jimmy, and not for me either. Exactly. I kind of understand where she was going with that, but it seems too political and not standing up for the values as
Yeah,
much.
I don't know. There's got to be a better way to have the representatives of the citizenry, carry out their wishes, because they so much of this is like based on their personality and stuff like that, and whether or not it's like they should be more just like clerical positions, really. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They should
yeah.
just be literally carrying out the will of the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just not that way at all.
Yeah.
And then it's like you see how fast they'll turn when they're offered something else.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I mean, they're just people, and you're trying to hold them. I mean, first of all, really, you think you really holding them to some higher moral? I mean, why?
yeah.
I mean, it's like looking to a rock star for life advice. You know what I mean? Like these people are not trustworthy. They're not any smarter than you or me. I don't know, man. If you ever talk to like a career politician in person,
They're disconnected.
there's so much of a shell and a phony.
Oh, okay. Here's a
to them.
conversation
It's their
starter, guys.
personalities.
We only have a couple minutes.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
past. No, you're good. No, I appreciate this conversation because it's like you're preaching to the choir right here. But Moose Gal, I love this question. She says, "I will not vote for Biden. Some of my friends tell me that by not voting for Biden in the general, it means I am helping Trump win."
Absolutely
Thoughts?
not.
No,
way.
you know what? Trump's going to win either way.
That's just a side effect.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just a
voter
side
shaming.
effect.
Yeah, that's-
Biden will not bring people to the polls. He's not going to bring the young people to the polls. He's not going to bring all the old people are going to vote for Trump. Have you ever seen anyone in the chats hashtag Biden 2020?
Never.
In any chat that you've ever been in, have you ever seen any excitement for Biden? He will not win no matter what we do. And I can't vote for a cheater personally. I cannot vote for someone the establishment anointed and chose. I can't, and I won't vote for Trump either. And
Yeah.
my vote means something to me. It may mean
Yeah.
nothing to you. It may be vote blue, no matter who fucking who. But for me, my vote is my values. I vote my values. I will not vote for someone who does not represent my values. Period. End of story. How do you guys feel? I'll let you guys. Sorry, I go off.
No, I just say the three ways Biden beats Trump. Here's the three ways. They use the voter integrity thing where they're changing the machines, the counters. The Trump absolutely face plants on this COVID virus. That's the only other way. And
That's a possibility.
yeah, and of course, well, actually, those are the only two I can think of. Is
But it
they
doesn't matter to me at this point. Trump, Biden. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, it's
they're
just
both fucking racist, sexist,
right.
warmonger. I mean, Trump
Yeah.
was actually less warmongery than Biden, in his past, his history. But
He can't get out the vote.
he
So
can't.
Trump's gonna
Trump can get out the vote. Trump can get out the
Yep.
vote. Every single time you go into any, non-denominational whatever fucking chat, it's always Trump 2020, Trump 2020, or Bernie 2020. You
Right.
never see Biden. Never. He will not get out the vote. I don't care how hard you try. You can never get out the vote for
And
Biden.
even if he does, I mean, all you have to, if you're familiar at all with Greg Palast,
Yes.
you'll know just how corrupted our election process is.
It is.
Yeah, there's
on
a possibility of the
virtually
Democratic Party cheating, but
6 ways to Sunday.
Yep.
Like if everything from like local sheriff elections all the way on up. So it's all a fucking illusion anyway.
It is.
There was no way they were going to let Bernie win. They would have done whatever.
I said that since
contain him.
way back when I started. I've been always saying
Yeah.
they will not let Bernie win, and I tried not to get invested, but yet I was sitting there with my.
Yeah, the elites are not suddenly going to go. You know what?
I was still doing this.
We've had a good run. Let's
wait.
move on. Let's
The
Pat,
2020.
Pat, we need to do a show together just on this topic.
Ah,
We need to do
I
one.
wanted it so
Really.
bad. It just hurts more. It hurts more.
Yeah,
'cause I got sucked back into it.
Let's talk about that.
let's talk about that. I also want to set up I'm serious about the karaoke thing. I'm getting itchy karaoke finger
Yeah.
sitting around. Like
Good.
I feel like this is good karaoke time.
Let's talk. Studio. We can
Uh-oh.
Set up a stream for it.
Wine
Yeah.
per book, Hermit. What's
No
the name of
problem.
the book,
Whitney,
Hermit?
do you think Biden's got a chance of beating Trump?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, you do.
Look,
Do you
Okay.
think he
Trump's
is?
Trump.
I don't-
Trump's a dirtier fighter too. You
Yeah,
got
he
to
is.
remember that.
He is a dirtier
Trump-
fighter. I think Trump will win Biden, no problem.
Only because Biden is
Hmm.
winning the Democratic, he's winning the states that Trump won in 2016. So why would I don't know why the South would vote. I'm the South. Why would the South vote for Biden over Trump? Those are the states.
They wouldn't.
I don't know. So.
Well, the other thing is it doesn't matter if Joe Biden wins or loses. Joe Biden's going to go back to the same house, the same healthcare, the same privileged lifestyle. It doesn't matter to any of them. It's all again, George Carlin. That's the quote of the fucking century. It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Put in it, baby.
You and
No,
me
hell
are not
no.
in
Hi,
the
Justin
big
McNeil.
club, my
Sorry.
friend.
Reached in.
Yeah, Joe's just
This
going to go
one-
back to
Humans here too. I missed humans.
So
The
anyway,
talking dog said Biden would win. Human says.
Val, is Biden going to win or is Trump?
I don't think either one of them will be president. I think Trump will get sick from the virus.
We can only
take-
hope.
Love it.
Pence will
Love it.
probably get it too. And I think what's eventually going to happen.
I hope both of them do, Biden and Trump.
Biden always has it. So they had him on
Yeah.
mothballs today. So.
Yeah. So I don't think either one are going to be president.
He's hidden. He's definitely hidden. Where is Biden?
More than likely, I saw an article. General of Northern Command, U.S. will probably be acting president.
What's TERS?
And I know that
Jesso says, do you like
really
TERS
crazy.
or hate it? Wait,
Okay.
comment. We got to get through this. So comments for. What is TERS? I don't know what TERS is. Do you guys like TERS or hate it? Truth or hate it? I like truth. I don't know.
Truth.
Is that what he's talking about?
Truth.
Truth?
I think he meant the
Truth.
Okay, I like truth. I like truth a lot.
Types like me.
Lies are more entertaining. Yeah, lies are more entertaining, but truth is.
I just want to remind people real quickly. Nobody expected this virus. We're living in this sci-fi time. Anything is possible after this. Anything.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I feel completely untethered from. I mean, yeah, right, exactly, Val. Who knows?
Yeah,
it's a guessing game.
My money is that there's going to be a general in charge of the U.S. by November.
Well, that makes sense. I'd be willing to bet you on that. I think you got a good angle there, Val.
Okay. Meanwhile, where is Biden? Who should be critiquing the Orange Menace every Twitter? He's weak. Biden is weak.
That guy can barely stand up, man. I just imagine him as soon as they lead him off camera and then just hook him up to a bunch of tubes and shit and pump like young people blood into him and
mothballs.
Yeah, or put him in a coffin.
Keep his brain together for 2 minutes.
Soft dirt.
I'm sorry, he's sad.
Like a vampire. I don't know, man.
I love Pink. Oh, by the way, go check out the Pink Barrio. He is really trying to get to 1,000. He's getting up there, so help him out. He has some really fun shows. He does really fun informational content. So go see the Pink. He's awesome. Book, I love you. Well, I could just kill and eat the cow, but having the milk for a while first is better. Hey, don't kill the cow. Don't kill the cow.
Yeah.
Never kill the cow. Milk is fine. I'm okay with the milk thing. Especially if you treat it like a pet and they love it. And
yeah.
Like my chickens, we have 5 chickens. They're treated like pets. We love them and they give us the biggest eggs. I'm going to show you when we do this Old World Skills Survival Saturday. I will show you the big ass eggs I get from my 5 chickens. They're wonderful brown eggs. And I know, Val, how you feel about eggs. We don't need to go there. Just don't go there.
We're going to go there.
But my chickens are so sweet. I love my chickens, and they just give us a gift every day. We get 5 eggs, and I get to share them with my neighbors because there's no way in hell we eat 5 eggs a day. So it's food. It's not hurting the animals, because those eggs would just go away because they're not fertilized, so they would never turn into chicks. Sorry, there's no rooster. So, and I know some people tell me that. And I didn't know this, that when they sex them, they grind up the male chicks. No clue they do that. That's horrible.
Yeah.
But I got mine before I knew that, and I'll only get the ones that are not sexed from now on, because you can get a variety that's not sexed. If I ever get any more chickens, I'm getting those that aren't sexed. So then the males are not ground up. So you can opt for that. So I would support that. Basil, I've been feeling better going outside and avoiding the news for the majority of the day. I have to do that once in a while. They ovulate daily. Oh, Jane, you're funny. Anyway. Okay, read comments because I probably missed most of them. And I'm getting
a lot of cow related.
And chills and fever. I'm sure there's so much I've missed.
Well, Rich Diana says she's got good news for us. Biden is considering a ventriloquist as VP. I think that's awesome.
I love it. Thanks, Rich Diana. That's fabulous.
Be like that Twilight Zone episode where the dummy talks to the
oh yeah, Buffy.
TRC. TRC, you're late. You're late, TRC. I missed you, but you're late. Yep. Poppy Davis.
Man.
I'm really happy Poppy Davis came aboard because I've been seeing Poppy Davis in other chats, and it's really cool that she's here. Or he. I'm pretty sure it's a she. Poppy sounds like a girl. Let me know if you're not a girl.
PRC Galaxy, the masses here in Washington are itchy to get back to BAU.
What's that?
Yeah.
Business.
Business as
Business
usual.
as usual.
Oh God. Okay.
Well,
Thank
that ain't
you.
gonna happen
Well,
because the governor just locked us down just tonight, tomorrow morning.
They're using this thing, the stimulus package, to pass every bill their donors want. That's what's going on right now. All the lobbyists and all their donors are pushing them to attach to this stimulus package every single thing their donors want. That's why it should be separate from lobbyists. This is an emergency. No lobbyists, no nothing. Just this is what we need for the people.
Oh.
The corporations can wait till later. They've already done some stimulus for the fucking corporations. Do it now for the people. That's God. I wish I could get that message across to our fucking.
Well, you are.
Well, yeah, like I was
Yes.
saying about. Oh, go ahead, Val. Sorry.
No, that's all I got to say. She does a great job of getting her message across. I heard it. I hate those MFs, and believe me, I'm going after them. And so is the coronavirus.
Yeah,
And-
let's hope the coronavirus gets Trump hard and Biden as well. I'd be happy with, but then we'd have Pence and okay, him too. Okay, let's start over again. Just put the power in the people's hand, do a people's assembly, whatever, citizens assembly. Fuck these politicians, these elite bastards. I'm done with them. All they are is tools for the fucking elite. That's all they are. That's it. Sorry
Well,
to talk
you know,
with my
all we
hands. I
are
should
is-
be Italian. I should be Italian, but I'm not.
We're just
I'm
food
Irish.
for worms to them, you know. I mean,
Oh,
we're
I know.
just
I know.
the means to them maintaining their privilege and power.
We're the male.
They're
Yeah.
losing their power.
We're the male.
We're disposable.
We're the-
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, if shit falls too far apart, I mean, they don't, like I said, but they'll push it to the last second. You know what I mean? Like,
2020 poop.
then they'll leave us to our own fates.
TRC. I love his comment. Just look at TRC's comment.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
People,
TP 20.
It's a good laugh.
I don't have any real faith that it's going to get sorted out. Basically,
I know. Okay, guys. Seriously, we got to get out of here.
Okay, I
Read
gotta head
some
out too.
comments and
Um,
everybody pick 2 comments. Go back a little, like scroll down, go back a little, and read 2 comments, and we'll get it done. Because oh my gosh, oh poetry's here. Poetry yoga
trying to
radical
read.
ecofemicist is here.
lots
Oh,
of
we
quarters
missed
in
you
the
too.
swear jar tonight.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I was reading one. It was,
Oh, sorry. No, Ray's lover said there's a lot of quarters in the swear jars here tonight.
I
which,
know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
My bad.
again.
My bad.
All
I'm
right.
just trying to keep you from having to watch commercials. That's all.
Jar, swear jar, jar, swear jar, jar jar.
I learned not to let diddlers babysit children or drag queens. Scotty,
Ooh.
that's okay. I love funny comments. I'm sorry. We need a good laugh. We have so much shit on our plates. It's a good laugh is good.
Yeah, you could say that.
Hey,
Yes.
TR Galaxy gave you a 4 poo rating there, Christy.
Thanks, TRC. Appreciate it.
TCR Galaxy. So,
I would be offended if I didn't know how awesome TRC was. So
And TRC replied to Book Hermit, masses have been living in the fantasy land for their entire lives. It's all they know and love. Like I said, you got the pre-virus world, which ended February, March, and we're now in the post-virus world, post-coronavirus world this is it. It's all
Yeah.
Yeah, take
oh,
this
looks like
Uh,
Head
all
in
the
the
time.
Box. Okay, Anthony Davis was trying to go back and forth between Head in the Box and us. And this is my regular show. So if Head in the Box had a show during my regular show, that's on them. Not me.
Yeah, it's on them.
But thanks for checking in,
Yeah.
Anthony.
I'll
I
tell
know
them
Head in the
too.
Box is awesome, but this is my regular show every week. If they don't get it by now, I'm sorry. They
I
should
just
know.
need to remind them. I'll remind them.
Okay.
Hans Asperger says the ordinary is over forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Agreed.
much.
Okay,
Was there ever any ordinary?
I guess there were routines, but
Yeah,
I don't
oh
know.
shit. I guess Scotty's
Yeah.
a big. Wait, Scotty,
it's a
you're.
good way to point it. That's a good
All
way to
right,
point it
Gene.
there.
Thanks for the heads up. If I hear it, if any, watch out for Scotty. If he says anything bigoted or bullshit, don't
Yeah,
like get rid of him. Let me
Scott,
know and I'll get rid of him.
get
Scotty's
some like anti-trans comments. It's like, is that useful, man? Is that really what you
Oh no, I don't do that.
worry about right now?
My ex
Some guy.
is trans. My other parent to my children.
Can I just say, who fucking gives a shit and move past that?
Yeah, let's get over that. I'm sorry. You got to go away.
What the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
difference
I
does
don't.
that make to you? Okay, anyway.
I misunderstood that comment. I'm sorry. I'm removing you
Oh,
as
that's okay.
moderator, so now you got to be careful, Scotty. I'm sorry. I can't abide by that. My other parent to my children is a trans and one of my best friends. So, deal with it. I mean, sorry. They're people. They're people and human and
Yep.
lovely. I'm sorry. I really like my ex, and yeah, my ex is trans. My ex is a female like me. So sorry. Sorry. Surprise.
Yeah, I just don't have any time. It's like, really? That's what you're gonna talk? I mean,
No, not going there. I'm sorry. I totally I misunderstood what he was saying.
That's what I call a non sequitur.
Not going there, dude. If that's the way you feel, I'm sorry. That's not who I am. My kids love their other parent, and we're really good friends, and yeah, it's
Maybe he's a troll. I think I mean,
maybe.
why even bring it up?
Well, message just got deleted by Jay Ackert. Thank you, Jay Ackert. That's we. There is no way we're getting through this wall of moderators with shitty comments.
we have our rest of our lives to sort all these things out.
Mm-hmm.
So we can look forward to that.
Yep.
Sorting out
Exactly.
all our issues like one big family.
Yep.
yeah, I was wondering
And
if we're gonna.
you're the mom.
I'm not the mom. Don't call me a mom.
Yes, you are. You're the boss.
I have 6 kids I'm mom to. I don't need to be mom to anybody else. Fucking you're adults. Mind yourself like you're adults, for fuck's sake. Grow up.
Okay, you're the leader.
You guys are supposed to be adults. I don't think I have any children here. Oh, thanks, Poppy. I'm so happy to have you here. Roar. How come I don't have Roar Media as a moderator? Because you're never here as Roar.
No, you don't want to make him a moderator. He's a prick.
I know, but
Good night,
he's
hands.
fun. I've been staying home. Corona world. I bet I haven't left my house literally in 10 days.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Not once. I have not walked outside of our yard, our property for 10 days.
Damn.
And I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. And I don't want to leave. I got to go tomorrow to my appointment at 11 to the doctor's office. But it's literally a block away. So I'll go that far. And I'm donating my N95 masks that I have that are unopened packages to my local clinic where I'm going to make sure that they are
Nice.
supplied.
Are you wearing a mask?
I might wear one tomorrow.
I just had a suggestion on my personal timeline. They suggested, because I put that picture of Joey and I up with masks, they said take a Sharpie or a marker and get creative with your mask, like draw a
Draw a
frog.
picture on it.
So yeah, draw a chicken face or whatever, a puppy face.
I should do that. That'd be cute. Oh, Manitox here. James is here.
Put the natural progressive on it.
Yeah, advertise.
And Chris Overton is here. Oh my gosh, why is everyone coming now that we're about ready to leave? Damn it.
Because they're at home.
Man, damn it.
If you put the
Not
natural
picking on
progressive
Mom
on it,
Rich
everybody
Dianis.
know who you are.
Now everyone's calling me Mom. Just because I'm all gray and shit doesn't mean
Mom.
you gotta call me Mom.
It happens, like Fredo, Mom, whatever.
I'm okay. I'm good. I'm proud of my years experience. And I'm happy to have lived as long as I have, so it's all good.
Don't let
Please
Greg
tell
tell
me
you.
your state is no longer allowing drive-through restaurants. Of course they are. It's Utah. James, you missed half the fucking show where I was telling you that our governor is begging movie theaters to open back up. Of course, drive-through restaurants are still there, and people are saying it's so sad. You hand them your card. You hand them your card. They take your card, get all their germs on it, run it, and hand it back to you. That is so creepy and scary with what's going on right now. I mean, I guess you could do it if you're safe and elbow cough. If you have wipes, if you could even get wipes, because they all sold out. I have them though. My car is full of those Lysol wipe off your card, wipe off your hand sanitizer, everything. No,
And your
yeah,
phone.
and your phone, and your phone.
So how to turn the whole population of the world into obsessive compulsive disorder in 2 months. So now everybody's OCD with now.
Okay,
I'm
Manitalk
never.
put a video up for you all to watch. Check out Manitalk. He's really quite thoughtful. I really like watching Manitalk. James, and Redneck Economics, Stevie, his wife.
Goodness.
Yep.
She is adorable.
Nice. Nice.
Moose Gal, JB Prexker is doing a great job. I don't know if I pronounced that name right. A great job. We have daily updates. Schools are closed until April 7th, but that can change. All of our schools got closed. I was so excited when all of our schools got closed. Like a couple weeks, no, as of Monday, all of our schools were closed. So I was very hopeful, but then he goes and does that ixnay on the meetings of 10 people and above, and trying to get the theaters to reopen. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking? And then the 1,500 missionaries come home and they don't immediately quarantine them. They're all meeting with their family, hugging and kissing in the fucking parking lot of the airport. What the fuck, Governor Herbert? He won't be watching my show, but what the fuck, Governor
How do you
Herbert?
know?
If someone could clip this out and send it to him, I want to know what
Yeah,
the fuck, Governor Herbert?
yeah.
What the hell's wrong
Religion
with
is
you?
just religion is just the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Keeps on giving. At least they canceled the conference, the Mormon conference where everybody from all over the world comes.
Yay,
Thank God they canceled that.
yay.
You know what?
Uh,
You know what I learned tonight from this? I learned that we need to set up a Patreon account just for f bombs coming from.
Yeah.
We'll be
I have
Sure.
a Patreon account,
There you go.
by the way. It's linked in my about page. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's Nature and Hospice Patreon. Just in case you want to support someone who may after tomorrow be without pay home because
Yeah.
I have social responsibility and do not want to go to work sick. So, in case you want to support me staying home because corporations aren't required to pay you sick leave, big corporations over 500 are not required to pay you sick leave, where
I don't get that. What that
50
makes
to
no
500 employee companies are required to pay you 2 weeks sick pay. My company, that is worldwide company, is a huge company, is not required to pay
Yeah.
me sick pay over what I get, which is 40 hours, which I've used. And so after tomorrow, I've used my vacation and my sick leave. After tomorrow, when I stay home, I will not get paid anymore. So if you want to support me being home, please consider my Patreon or PayPal. It's linked in my about page, about section of my YouTube. I don't want to ask for money, but I'm kind of screwed.
Well, we're also looking at, if that happens, that maybe we can do more of these live shows.
Yeah, and
You
I'm
know,
hoping to do one on Saturday, the Survival Saturday, which
and,
my husband will help with.
that also reminded me
Because
of
he'll
this.
do the DIY, do-it-yourself, DIY, mechanical
Right.
sections to fix
Yeah.
anything at home. He
I
can fix
just also
anything. He can fix anything.
right.
So he'd be
Also
here
wanted
live to answer questions on things you need to fix, cars, whatever. I already talked to him. He's willing to do that.
Can I mention the you just got
Thanks, Basil. I know,
the
Basil. Everyone here is hating it. I appreciate any help because really I'm going to be hating it after tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'll be
I want to mention to everybody here the Decameron. If you're not familiar with, especially Whitney, the Decameron, and during the plague, people would go off into the country and they would kind of hang out, getting away from the plague, and they would tell stories to each other, kind of kill the time.
Can we
And the
give Basil a minute though? Basil,
Yeah, sure, sure.
read Basil's comment.
I would give more. I am retired and live in a cabin in the woods.
And we
You
love
don't wear a mask and carry a machete, do you, Basil?
Or would you? Would you be willing to?
Or would you? Yes, exactly. More
Okay,
importantly.
you guys should visit his channel, by the way. He does videos of his plants and seedlings he's planted and his property. It's really cool. So if you want to see
Nice.
what Basil's about, go check out his channel.
Learn something.
It's awesome. I just love it because I love natural stuff and
Is he in the?
that kind of lifestyle. I wish I lived a little bit more out in the woods. Osama, I love you too.
Yeah, you were
Thank
supposed to be
you.
here. You
I
were supposed to
know. What happened to you, Osama?
He was saving a damsel.
Osama and Veg totally failed me tonight. Totally failed. Fail.
But he did make up for it. He made up for it, though.
Yes, you did. Thank you, Osama. But
Yeah.
don't think I'm not going to keep sending you links every freaking Monday. But you and Veg both said you were going to be here, and then you failed me. And I even put you in the description of the video. Sorry, it's not my fault. They said they were going to be here. They said they were going to be here. That's not my fault. Gazar. Have I said hello to Gazar tonight yet?
No.
No.
Hi, Gazar. I always love it when Gazar is here. Sunlight
Okay.
far more dangerous than 5G. I don't know. Is it? I thought sunlight's the best sanitizer. Book Hermits, there's some science everywhere, and then you get the statistical lies scaring people for no reason.
I'm with you, Race. Race Lever. Also, Wuhan was fully first 5G. So I'm with you. I'm with you. We should have a show on that.
Some science everywhere. Okay. Book Hermit, I agree with you. 99.9% of everything. We just have that little space. We'll get there. Anyway, guys, we got to get out of here because I got to go to bed. I couldn't get it together almost. Well, next time, okay, I'll send you and Veg a freaking link next week. The whole gang being together would be fantastic. Poetry, yoga, radical, eco-feminist. I love that name, but it's so hard to say. Sunlight kills the virus. Yeah, sunlight does kill the virus. Sunlight is the best sanitizer. So if you are forced to use one mask, put it out if there's sun. Put it out in the sun every time there's sun, and let the sunlight kill it before you use it again.
Let it kill it.
It's good advice.
Oh, PyRef for short.
Okay.
How's that?
There you go. Gene. Percentage of people there who eat bats, but I don't know. Yeah, there's the bat thing. Who knows? That's another thing altogether. All right, guys. Love you all. Thank you so much, Basil and
Good fun.
Osama. And yeah. Oh, you
Hope
guys.
everybody takes care. Be careful.
All right, we're gonna. All right, stream ending. Okay.
Be cool.
All right.
All right, thank you, everyone.
So long, suckers.
That's all, folks.
It's just,
Exactly.